So he said that I am going to make hijrah, migration to my Lord. And he said, oh Allah, bless me with offspring, goodly offspring from the righteous. And so we gave him the glad tidings of Ghulamin Halim, of a clement, forbearant son. He mentioned, فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ مَعَهُ السَّعِي قال يا بني إني أرى في المنام أني أذبحك فانظر ماذا ترى. So when he reached يعني this statement فلما بلغ معه السعي, when he reached the age of him being able to carry out, to work and to do the things, as the scholars of tafsir mentioned, to carry out that which his father was able to carry out. Yani when he reached early manhood. Yani when he was still young, when he reached early manhood, he said, that is Ibrahim said to him, يا بني إني أرى في المنام أني أذبحك فانظر ماذا ترى. He said, oh my son, verily I see in a dream that I am to slaughter you. So see what it is you see. Yani, and look at what it is you see. And that is with the establishment, or this establishes, as occurs no doubt in a hadith, ikhwan, in the Musnad of Ahmad ibn Mani and others, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, it occurs with a hadith with the isnad that is Hasan, ru'ya al-anbiya wahyun, that the dreams of the anbiya are wahi. The dreams of the anbiya are revelation. And this establishes that. Ibrahim alayhi salatu salam, he said, oh my son, I see in a dream that I am to slaughter you. Yani, because it could be argued it was just a dream. But it clearly establishes the fact that the dreams of the Anbiya are revelation, that Allah Azza wa Jal revealed upon them in their dreams. Na'am. And so Ismail said to him in response, Ya abati fa'al ma tu'mar. Oh my father, carry out what you have been commanded. Yani, do that which you have been commanded. ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين. And you shall find me, inshallah, from the sabirin. There are many great benefits, ikhwan, linguistic benefits that indicate and point towards the balagha of the Quran, the eloquence of the Quran in these verses. And with simple words, there are a number of emotions and a number of affairs that are summed up in these simple words and with these simple statements. Firstly, Allah Azza wa Jal describes the child that is to be slaughtered here as ghulamin halim, as a patient, forbearant child. And that no doubt was the case, since Ismail did not say, when he said, Ya abatif al-ma, when he said, Inni ara fil manami anni adbahuk, that I see in a dream that I'm to slaughter you. He did not say, then, oh my father, slaughter me. He didn't say, oh, well, then kill me. He said, oh my father, do what you have been commanded. And what one understands from that is that Ismail, his response was and carried the meanings. Oh my father, I understand that what you are saying to me is from Allah. And I know that you are my father and you have raised me upon obedience to Allah. And I know that you will not disobey Allah. And I know that this command is connected to me and my life. But Allah Azza wa Jal has commanded you with it. And so he said, oh my father, if'al ma tu'mar. Yeah, and he encouraged him with obedience to Allah. And it did not only go against himself, it went against his life. Yet he still encouraged his father with obedience to Allah. This was the son and the child that this muwahid raised. You imagine, ikhwan, you were looking and seeking a child for years. And it is mentioned that Ibrahim, when his wife Hajar became pregnant with Ismail, he was 86 years old. And so he was seeking a child for all of those years. And here, Allah Azza wa Jal blessed him with a child. And then after that, he watched him grow. And then Allah Azza wa Jal commanded him to kill him. He said, "Oh, my father, do what you have been commanded." Ikhwan, ayyuha al-ikhwa, wallahi, mawqif shadeed, wallah. He said, "Do what you have been commanded, and you will find me patient. You will find me from the patient." Listen to and look at the humility of Ismail. He did not say, "Do what you have been commanded, and I'll be patient." He said, "Satajiduni insha'Allah min as-sabirin." You will find me by the leave of Allah from among those who are patient. Then Allah Azza wa Jal mentions, فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَا, when the two of them submitted themselves. وَتَلَّهُ لِلْجَبِينِ, and Allah Azza wa Jal, He mentions, وَتَلَّهُ لِلْجَبِينِ, and this, ikhwan, is another issue. He said, when the two of them submitted themselves, yani to the decree of Allah and the command of Allah, He said, وَتَلَّهُ لِلْجَبِينِ, that is that He placed him down and He put his jabeen on the ground. That is, He placed him forehead down, that is face down, because he couldn't bear to see and to look in his face as he did so. Tallahu lil jabin, so He put him face down, ready to carry out the command of Allah Azza wa Jal. Ready to carry it out. And Allah Azza wa Jal knew of his azima and of his firm conviction and resolve to do it. The son that He loved so much. And if any of you are fathers or mothers, imagine, ikhwan, having to go through that command. Just to hear that your child is being harmed outside, whether at school or something of that nature, ikhwan. The rage and what it does internally and how it makes your blood boil just to know that something of slight harm or disrespect even has occurred with your child, but that he should be killed and that should take place at your hands. But for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal, He placed his child's head face down. Imagine, ikhwan, the mawqif. Imagine, ayyuha al-ikhwa. He said, فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَ فَتَلَّهُ لِلْجَبِينِ. And so when He put him down and put him face down, forehead down, وَنَادَيْنَاهُ أَنْ يَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ, and we called upon him saying, "O Ibrahim, قَدْ صَدَّقْتَ الرُّؤْيَا," that indeed you have fulfilled the ru'ya, you have fulfilled the dream that you have seen. إِنَّا كَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. This indeed is how we reward the muhsineen, reward those who do well. إِنَّ هَذَا لَهُوَ الْبَلَاءُ الْمُبِينَ. And this indeed was a clear trial and test. And Allah Azza wa Jal mentions, وَفَدَيْنَاهُ بِذِبْهٍ عَظِيمٍ. And we gave him the fidya, the exchange and the expiation of slaughtering a great slaughtering. And that was a white, and some of the narrations mention that it was a white goat that he was made to slaughter, and it was a large animal. He mentioned, وَتَرَكْنَا عَلَيْهِ فِي الْآخِرِينَ سَلَامٌ عَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ. Naam. So the affair then is one that was a severe trial, أيها الإخوة, but it was a beautiful example of the continued Islam of Ibrahim. That is the continued submission. It is a lesson in submission. And that is what we have throughout the life of Ibrahim. The people of knowledge mention, Hafid ibn Hajar and others, they mentioned that when Ibrahim was bringing him to add to the intensity of the mawqif, when Ibrahim was bringing him to slaughter him on 3 separate occasions, and the slaughtering took place, ikhwan, at the place of the Jamarat now. The place where if you go to make Hajj, you stone the Jamarat. On 3 separate occasions, the shaitan came to him to dissuade him. You're going to go and slaughter him. It's your child, your one son that you have. And so Ibrahim picked some stones up and stoned the shaitan to repel him. And then look here, you would believe that this would be the time of submission to the whispers of shaitan. Like, can I kill him? Can I slaughter him? You would believe would be the time to submit to the whispers of shaitan. Still, diligent in being obedient to Allah. He stoned him. Continue with him. And he came to him again. You're going to kill him. Stoned him again. And he continued with him. And he came to him again, a third occasion. You're going to kill him. He stoned him again. And then he laid him down to slaughter him. Ikhwana, trial that is tremendous. And thus Allah Azza wa Jal, he mentioned that indeed that we tried Ibrahim بكلمات فأتمهن. The one who we tried with some words and he completed them. And what was the outcome of that? Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned, Inni ja'iluka linnasi imama. That certainly we are going to make you an imam for the people, a leader for the people. That, no doubt, Ikhwan, returns back to this affair of submission. And this is something, Ikhwan, that we all, no doubt, take and need to take lesson from, need to consider. Every single one of us is in need, Ikhwan, of this submission that Ibrahim alayhi salatu salam was a beautiful example for us in.